It's my feel-good breakfast show.
How did Hayden book Cape Town? SafariNow.com.
Welcome back. You're tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso only on SABC3. A beautiful day here in the Mother City, a beautiful day all across the country. Now, today we are taking a look at probably which is the least known province of South Africa. We're going to be exploring that in just a bit, the Northern Cape. All right, the Northern Cape, that's what we're exploring this day. We have with us Yvonne and Sharon from SafariNow. Just to talk about the Northern Cape. People think it's dull, it's dry, but there's so much colour and character, and I think it's safe to say that it is a true South African gem. Yvonne, talk to me about the Northern Cape. I mean, what makes it one of the most, well, first of all, the most least known province, but also one of the provinces that I think people should go and explore?
Ewan, the Northern Cape is actually probably Africa's best kept secret. It's where you'll find Richtersveld, which is South Africa's newest World Heritage Site. And it's also where you'll find about 5,000 different types of plants, succulent plants, 40% of which you won't find anywhere else in the world. Then there's the Orange River, which goes up to Ogilvy's Falls. Not to mention the Namaqualand area where the wildflowers bloom. And right now it's a wonderland this time of year. Another great thing about the Northern Cape is you'll find a wealth of knowledge about the sand culture. So if you wanted to fall off the grid for a bit, the Northern Cape is definitely the place to be.
Now that's what I wanted to talk to you, because whenever I go away, I love to get off the grid, get away from technology. Of course, I want to have my phone there for some pictures, but is this that you're finding people wanting to do more and more, get off the grid?
Yeah, absolutely. You find more and more people are looking for holiday destinations where they can kind of disappear and go away. Yeah. And it's a bit difficult to achieve, like you said, with technology and your phone pinging every 5 seconds, people looking for you. Yeah. So you find people trying to go further and further away to actually disappear. And ultimately, you want to come back feeling refreshed and rejuvenated and have this feeling of seclusion. But when your phone keeps on going off sometimes, it's a bit difficult. But we do love places that you can kind of disappear, and we'll talk more about that as well.
Exactly, but this is what I want to ask you, because, you know what, I said that I want to get off the grid. This is my type. I want to get as far away from technology as possible, yet I find myself asking, you know, is there Wi-Fi by any chance? Because I know that signal could be a problem at times, but, you know, you want to upload those photos that you take with you and your family, you know, wherever you are, maybe hiking around of those beautiful succulents. Is the need for Wi-Fi becoming less and less nowadays, or not really?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good question, and a lot of people still ask that. What we would say, it depends on where you want to go. So if you want to take a short business trip or something quick, then definitely you want to stay connected. But if you want to go off the grid once again, we kind of go back to that whole old school kind of travel feel. So you'd look at your camping, caravanning, going off the grid. So it depends on where you really want to go. So you can just maybe make a decision depending on what you're looking for.
All right, so what are some of the places that we can look forward to exploring?
Well, a place that pops to mind is Kossie Forest Lodge. It's in the Kossie Bay Nature Reserve, and really it is away from any Wi-Fi signals and digital distractions. The opportunity that you have is to enjoy nature and be one with nature. Back to the Northern Cape is the Klaus Lodge, which is actually owned and run by the Komani San and the Meer communities. And that area actually allows for a wealth of learning experiences, because what happens is the locals offer experiences like walking through trekking tours through the desert. So it really is a learning experience. It's an authentic type of experience.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds absolutely amazing. I mean, these kind of places. Any other places that you can recommend? I mean, maybe a little bit closer to home?
Yeah. We do have a place called Call Mountain Lodge. It's actually 80 km out of Cape Town, but you might as well be a world away. It's absolutely beautiful, just beautiful log cabins that are perched against the mountainside. They have a wood-fired hot tub as well, so you can take in all the beauty. Everything is solar powered, so it's absolutely amazing. Best of all, you'll be back in time for Monday morning work.
That's the great thing about Cape Town as well. 80 kilometers drive, I mean, completely change of scenery as well. Now, am I safe to say that you guys got a little bit of something in the goodie bag for us this morning once again?
Very excited to announce. It is September, and September is Tourism Month, and we're going to kick it off with 2 great prizes. We are running competitions on Twitter. Okay, and the prizes that we're giving away, the first one is at Langberg Guest House and Game Farm. So you get the real Karoo style, and it's just outside of Kimberley. And the second one is at Klaus Lodge. So we encourage South Africans, please join us on SafariNow SA. and also join our Monday night chats. That is Travel Local SA.
That is fantastic. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
We're
you.
just whetting our appetite for the Northern Cape. Really
Thanks,
is, I think people should explore the Northern Cape more often because it really is such a gem. But like she said, if you want to find out more about these destinations, also other featured destinations, log on to SafariNow.com, and also, like she said, join the conversation on Twitter, #TravelLocalSA on Monday evenings at 9 o'clock, and you stand a chance of winning some really amazing prizes. Then also make sure to follow at SafariNow SA on Twitter. Stick with us, lots more to come.
How did Hayden book Cape Town? SafariNow.com.
Well, from being outdoors to being indoors and making it all beautiful, it is spring and there's no one better to know how to light up your house than our art director, Matana Katz. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, Alana.
When I see flowers, it makes me happy. They say that florists are the happiest people around, but this time around you're showing us how to create different pots in and around the house. Now, listen, I've already had a squiz, and I think the most interesting ones are the boots on the left. But take me through it. I see that there's a teapot here, and this one's empty.
Yes, my flowers are missing.
Ewan, did you?
I'm sorry.
Ewan
It's
cut
so
the
beautiful, I had to
flowers.
grab it. All right, you guys
Okay,
carry on.
so thank you. Thanks, Ewan. So what would you do with a teapot?
Okay, so we're gonna. These are like just some really fun tips.
I'm
Instead
gonna
of
take them
using
out of the way,
normal
yes.
vases, you take unexpected household items
Right.
and use those instead.
I love this. So
And-
look.
It's so pretty. I love it. So the teapot. It's so pretty, it can work on table settings, it can work in your living room, in your lounge, even next to your bed. I just love it, and especially when you have a teapot that's very decorative, lots of color. It's a lot of fun just to play with.
Oh, it's beautiful. It really, really is. I see you've also used teacups.
Teacups, of course. So for small little displays to put around the teapot or to have individually, they're also just very sweet gestures. I also was thinking it'd be really nice to use them if you were having a baby shower or a kitchen tea on each person's place setting, to have a little teacup with some little bit
I
of
love
flowers
the
in
idea.
them.
Now, I have to tell you the secret to Matana's beautiful cup here. I just had a sneak peek in, and you actually tied the flowers together before putting them inside.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so that's the secret.
There's two secrets, two tips that could help you. Tying something around the bunch to keep them together, or using oasis. So you wet the oasis first, put it at the bottom,
inside.
and then you stick all the ends of the stems of the flowers in the oasis.
Very easy. Egg holders.
Yeah, eggs.
Who thought of
So,
that?
You know, when you're making breakfast and you want to toss away those empty eggshells, take a little bit of oasis, wet it quite a lot, put it at the bottom of the open eggshell, and just start sticking your flowers in. It was
It's
so
really
easy.
beautiful.
And then using egg holders to display them. And I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I really want to use this for Easter next year. So thoughts ahead for that.
Very good
And it's
idea.
it's so sweet. I love how little it is. A mini bouquet.
This is what I can use with my tins at home.
Exactly,
Okay.
empty tea tins.
Of course.
So especially, I mean, I go through tons and tons of teas. So especially if you collect tins and you've got these really old, beautiful, pretty ones with patterns and illustrations on them, you know, this is also a great way to display beautiful fresh flowers, whether it's out of your garden or you went and bought them. And all of these beautiful flowers were all done by Emma Frost, obviously, all these beautiful bouquets. And then, of course, we have boots. Now,
Yeah.
everyone was talking about the boots earlier, saying to me, how can I use boots to put
What
flowers
did you put in the bottom?
So we weighed the boots down because obviously you don't want the boots to fall over. So I took anything heavy that I could find. I mean, really anything. Whether it's like you can put like a wet cloth down there, just something that's going to weigh it down. And then I took a long vase, filled it with water, and put it
So
in.
the vase is actually inside.
So the vase is inside, so you don't want to fill up your boot with water.
Okay.
And then these beautiful flower displays by Emma. And this is really great because as much as I do love it on a table, it's actually a very sweet gesture to kind of put it near your doorway. So, you know, you would leave your jackets and your boots and, you know, next to your door, so if you were to go out where it's raining, and just having the boots there with the flowers, it was quite a lovely surprise.
It is a lovely surprise, and I think it's also more appropriate not to have your shoes on the table. But Matana, thanks so much for this morning. Beautiful displays. It is excellent. I'm definitely going to do the tea tin one. I think this is the easiest of the lot.
Yes.
That and the teapot. Definitely my favorite. Well, Matana just knows how to show us a good time, especially when it comes to spring, and it's really easy to do. Ewan, what you got?